Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm taking you to Ellagrace Marketplace, one of Calgary's top rated, award winning antique stores, recognized for the past 4 years since its first opened. This is a kind of place where you will discover truly unique vintage finds, whether you're looking to refresh your space, take a walk down memory lane, feel a sense of nostalgia, or find one of a kind gift you won't see anywhere else. You're in the right place. So, this is Ella Grace Marketplace located in southeast Calgary. I've mentioned the store details below and they are very much active on Instagram. So, if you have any question, please reach out to them or give them a call and they'll be happy to help you. I've spent about 3 hours here, and that's how massive the store is. But I've done my best to condense everything for you. Don't worry, I've covered around 80 to 90% of the booths in today's video. I wasn't able to show you each and every single piece because that's so much inventory that these guys have. So, in the first half of the video, we'll explore the ground floor, and in the second half, I'll take you upstairs where you'll find books and even more antique treasures. The store is divided into different booths and sections, each curated by individual vendors or Ella Grace Marketplace themselves, and every space has its own unique vintage charm. Throughout the store, you'll notice that beautiful old aesthetic vintage finds, and you'll just feel really nostalgic. I've chosen not to heavily edit the footage today because I didn't want to change any lighting, mood, or color grading because I want you to experience the store exactly as it is and see each item in its true form. Since a few items in this store are vendor based, there isn't a strict organization system. So if you notice a tag with the V at the very end of the pricing, that means it is a vendor special item. I've also avoided to hold a few of these products because they were kind of expensive, and with the camera in one hand, I wanted to be very careful about what I'm picking, what I'm showing you. So I've done my best, and I'm just going to take the camera around and walk you through the store today. Now, the main reason I wanted to bring you here today is because I visited over the weekend and they had a garage sale going on at the very back of the store. I'll show you toward the end of video. Everything was priced under $20 and most items were just for $2, which was amazing. I did end up picking up a couple of things for myself. Check out this floral mustache cup. This is designed in a way so that the tea doesn't touch the mustache of the gentleman while sipping it in ancient times. I mean, how amazing is that? And who would have thought of, these little things and these fine details of designing a cup? Now, when you see a booth like this, which is kind of, secluded, or specifically there are certain things kept in that booth, that is a vendor specific booth. I'm not really sure how this place is designed, but there were certain booths which were obvious that these are for vendors, but I'm not sure which is for vendors and which is by Ella Grace Marketplace themselves. This navy blue armchair that you see here is priced at $345. Also, just a quick heads up, they are celebrating their 5th anniversary starting May 1st, and the entire store will be offering 10% to 60% off. The sale runs from 1st of May to 10th of May. So, if you see something you love in this video and if it's still there in the store, make sure you plan your visit during that time so that you get that discount. I hope that that product is on a discount. Then that product will be totally worth it because you'll get the up to 10% discount for sure on that product. Even though this is a vintage store, the staff here was some of the friendliest staff I've ever come across. I was asked multiple times if I needed help, and even on the busy sale day that I was here on Saturday morning, one of the staff members took the time to explain why a particular item was priced the way it was and shared the story behind it. They also offer coffee and water when you visit the store, which makes the whole experience feel even more welcoming. There's just something truly special about visiting local stores in Calgary, honestly. Some of the items that were really precious were kept inside a cabinet and inside various cabinets throughout the store. So they are securely locked, but you can always ask the staff member to open them up and show you the product up close. Now, I think this is a place which was specifically for vendors because it kind of felt like the space is partitioned and there were different booths. They didn't have names, but I just felt that these might be the vendor booths. Check out this Royal Albert bone china teacup and saucer. It's from the 1940s and it's priced at $34. I mean, how pretty was that? This particular section that you see here mostly features plastic items, but they're actually quite old and considered vintage. I'm not an expert in vintage collectibles, so I can't say exactly why some of these are priced the way they are, but they definitely have value and history behind them. If you're curious, I recommend asking one of the staff members. They're very knowledgeable and can explain the story and pricing. You could also try a quick image search to learn more about specific pieces. And right here, the area that I am is where they serve coffee and water, which is a really nice touch while you're exploring the store. This was the jewelry that I was telling you earlier about that is securely locked, and you can just call a staff member and they'll help you with the product. I'm curious to know, have you visited this store before or a place like this? You know, when you think about exploring local spots in the city, we usually end up going to same popular places that are constantly shown by social media influencers, but honestly, I feel like stores like these are true hidden gems and I'm completely obsessed with them. I've reached a point where I'm kind of over overrated products, overrated restaurants, and overly hyped places to visit. Those typical tourist spots are always crowded, and the experience just doesn't feel special anymore, at least for me. This is just a personal opinion. Now, we can't always hop on to a flight and travel somewhere new, and that's why places like this matter so much. Local businesses like this play such an important role in the community and the economy. And when you spend money at a store like this, it feels just so much more meaningful and so much more special. I was actually thinking about picking up something for my mom from here because everything is so unique. If I buy something from here, I know it's truly vintage. Some pieces date back to 1940s and a few even go as far back as 1800s. And that to me makes it such a thoughtful and special gift, especially with Mother's Day coming up, because it's not something she would find anywhere else. And honestly, everything in this store is just beautiful, from large frame pieces to the tiniest miniatures. Many of the items have been sourced from places like Japan, Indonesia, Thailand. But what makes them special isn't just where they are from, it's when they are made. These aren't modern items. Some date back to 1800, 1900, 1920s, 30s, 40s. I really appreciate that most of these had tags and included details about the item so you're not left guessing the history or the age of a particular product. It just makes the whole experience feel more personal and informative. Overall, I genuinely enjoyed walking through the store today, and I'm just happy to also share it with you. You know how I was earlier talking about every booth having a specific vibe to it? Now, this has a truly vintage, a very rustic vibe to it. It had a lot of products that were wooden, made of brass, and I really like the warm feel that this particular booth had. If you like something really vintage, if you like shabby chic, if you like the mid-century kind of decor, you can choose a booth and then you will find decor pieces related to that era in that booth. It somewhere I felt like, I don't know, I'm stepping into a really 1970s feel. Sometimes some booths made me feel like I'm entering the Bridgerton era, and that is the beauty of the way this store is truly designed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment below. And just to mention, this video is not sponsored by the store in any way. I simply visited and the staff were kind enough to allow me to film. There was a jewelry section that I couldn't show you because it contains valuable pieces and filming wasn't permitted there. But everything else you've seen was filmed with their permission. I'm really grateful for the team for being so welcoming and supportive. Now, if you like this video, do leave a comment. It really helps me discover more places like this and bring you new finds and unique products. I also know from personal experience what it's like to run or support a local business here in Calgary, and it truly makes a difference when we choose to shop local instead of always going to the big name stores. Of course, if you're on a budget or looking for something very specific, budget friendly stores are incredibly helpful, but local places and shops like this really thrive on appreciation and community support. Another thing I always think about, when I have or when you have friends or family visiting out of town, yes, the usual tourist spots are great, but if they want to take something home from Calgary, these finds of vintage stores are such a special option. They're not only buying a souvenir, they're taking home something with history, something they really won't find in any other province or even anywhere else in the world. That is the beauty of shopping vintage and supporting local. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now and let you enjoy the rest of the tour and experience the store for yourself. If you'd like me to bring more videos like this, please let me know in the comments. I genuinely love exploring these places. I enjoy shopping at local stores as much as I do at the big box stores. So, if you subscribe, leave a comment, and show some love, it really means a lot and keeps me motivated to create more content like this. I was thinking about dividing this video into two, but I just couldn't resist myself and keep you guys waiting. Like, check out this brush and comb set. It is priced at $68, which I think is really well priced for the vintage look of it and, how dated it must be. I'm not entirely sure which year this is from, but I just know that it is really pretty. Then I found another coat that they had on this rack here. It was priced at, it actually had three different price tags. So I think you can purchase the coat separately and it was in really nice condition. At least that's what the price tag said. Now we're going to be moving on to the first floor, but before that, look at this antique garment brush by Dave Wolferman. It is made by horse or boar hair bristles. It is a clothing brush and it is dated between 1851 to 1923. It is so gorgeous and vintage and it is priced at $95. I absolutely love stationery and I'm always looking for ways to make my work desk feel right, creative, and inspiring, especially since I spend so much time there. Something like this would be such a beautiful addition to a workspace. They actually had three of these writing desk, decors in stock. They had this mini cabinets with compartments, and this one was priced at $48. Honestly, if I come back during the sale on May 1st, this definitely is something I would pick up. It's just so pretty, and I don't think so you'd easily find something like this on Marketplace or anywhere else. I really appreciate places like Ellagrace Marketplace to do all the work of sourcing these unique vintage pieces so we can simply walk in and discover them. They regularly update their finds on Instagram and I believe they also share updates on Facebook Marketplace. So it's worth following them if you're looking for inspiration, especially for designing a home or you want to have your space with some vintage touch. Now, if you're into books, they also had a great collection of really old books. You won't see these price tags on the books because they just wanted to protect the covers, and hence the price is written with pencil once you open them. Now, if you're wondering how are these people finding all these beautiful things and vintage finds, now some of the items are sourced from people who are downsizing or clearing out their collection. If you ever have items you're looking to let go, they do offer options. In some cases, they can purchase items directly from you, which works well for small to medium sized collections. If you're wondering where I got this information from, it's on their website in the FAQ section. So do visit that section and read it for yourself. And if you have any question, they have mentioned an email address where you can send them an email. And I'm sure somebody from their team will get back to you and answer all your queries. And I'm absolutely in love with this painting here. And the way it is designed, it is just so gorgeous. Now, I am really curious to know what was your favorite find in today's video. I truly explored every nook and corner of the store and took my time to, look at the beautiful pieces that they had in stock. Now I know I really, picked up the teacup and saucer and showed you because of the way, just the way, I could hold things in my hand today. I really appreciate you being here and watching this video till the very end and coming along with me on this beautiful spring morning. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Until then, take care. But before you go, I have attached a small clip from the Saturday morning that I was here in the garage sale. It was extremely cold and windy, and when it started snowing a little, because of that, water got into my camera, and unfortunately, I lost quite a bit of footage. The clip you'll see is something I managed to capture on my phone, which is why it looks a little different. They had a really nice garage sale, and they do these garage sales from time to time. So if you follow them on Instagram or even on their website, if you will check out, you'll be able to see and stay updated on when they have the sale happening. Once again, thank you so much for being here, and bye for now.